Mr. Marcus Rivera and Michelle Bautista for the Marcus and Michelle Show!
Good evening, everybody!
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Salamat sa inyong pagpunta sa aming live taping tonight of the Marcus and Michelle Show. And this is a special episode, a tribute to the Mothers and Fathers fundraising event right here in Sydney.
Yes, it is important to honor our parents because without them, I wouldn't be this talented and good-looking.
Uy, ayan, sinimulan na ang jokes. But it's true. Without our parents who's giving us our great genes, very talented like Marcus here.
And very pretty, Michelle.
Yes, thank you. But they're also responsible for providing their children with a bright future. And especially for Filipino migrants to Australia, they've had to make a lot of sacrifices. They've had to leave their family and friends back home.
Correct, Michelle. And moving to Australia means they've had to leave something behind.
What is it?
Like this.
No, we've got that here. They're called flip-flops in the Philippines, but called tongs here in Australia.
What about this one? Huh?
Sandali. You can find that at any department store. What is he on about?
What about this one, Michelle? Huh? They've had to leave this behind.
This is not a cooking show. Are you trying to do a ginisang munggo?
But wait, I'm not finished yet. They had to leave this. And this. Dos por dos. And this one. What about this one? Huh? It's very sturdy.
Okay.
And this is my favorite.
I think I know now what you're trying to get at.
Finally, Michelle, you are not alone, and I thought this would be a great episode. Today's topic is Palo. Hands up if you've had Palo at some point in your when you were growing up. Yes.
Well, I just want to remind our audience that the show is not about physical violence. We certainly do not support that in any way or form. However, we do want to use the show to explain the root of the palo.
Okay. In the Filipino culture, respecting your elders and obeying your parents are among the first thing you learn as a child. You always show this in two ways, saying po or opo, which means yes, showing your respect. By the way, there is no English or Australian equivalent of po or opo.
I know, that's interesting.
Yes.
Well, second, there's also kuya for older brother and ate for older sister, which is really the way for us to address our older siblings. And once again, it's a show of respect, and there is no Aussie equivalent for that as well.
Plus, children are not allowed to stomp their feet, magdabog, roll their eyes, because all of these are a sign of being disrespectful, and you get into a whole lot of trouble doing these.
I know, I agree. So much so that if any of those things are committed by, a younger sibling or one of the children, you get variations of the palo, like the dilat, which is the warning. Yeah, you get the dilat first.
You get the dilat, yes.
Then you get the kurot sa singit.
Oh, ang sakit nun.
Or sometimes if you're close enough, it's the pingot sa tenga.
And if you're in public, you're forewarned with humanda ka lang mamaya, or wait till you get home and you'll be getting it.
Well, all of this really boils down to reinforcing good behavior, though to put in context, palo is not unique to the Filipino culture. There is a saying, spare the rod, spoil the child.
True. But here in Australia, there are other ways, different types of disciplinary approach, such as making rules, setting boundaries, firmly saying no, withdrawing privileges, or giving time out or quiet times.
So, quite a big difference between the Philo way and the Aussie way. So, where do we go from here? Is there life after palo, now that we live in a country with specific laws on corporal punishment?
I know. How do Filipino-Australian parents discipline their children? Will the munggo be a thing of the past? That is the question.
Well, why don't we ask our audience? Please welcome to the show, Daisy Cumming and Manuel Roux.
Good evening, Tita Daisy and Tito Manny. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you very much.
Now, Tita Daisy, we're gonna ask you the question first. Tell us about yourself, your family. How many children do you have? What do you do for a living? How much do you know?
I am Daisy Cumming. I am an artist by profession. I have 5 daughters and 1 son. And what else?
When did you move to Australia?
1986.
Okay, so that's more than 3 decades almost.
Absolutely.
Yes. And what about you, Tito Manny? A bit of background?
Yes, I'm Manuel. I'm the youngest of 7 siblings. I came to Australia in 1993. I'm CPA by profession, but now I'm just a courier. Mm-hmm. And I've got 2 girls, one a nurse and one taking up nursing. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Tita Daisy, we're gonna start with you with a question. Do you agree that being respectful is very important to Filipino Australians?
Yes, of course. The way I raise my children, because there's no school for parenthood. So I don't have idea on how to raise my kids. So I base it in the Bible. I raise my kids really knowing the words of God. And in that way, it's easier for me to raise them with being respectful and all these moral values that we observe as Filipinos.
When you were growing up, how were you disciplined by your mom and dad
Okay.
as a child?
I grew up without a mother. I was 9 months old when my parents separated, so I grew up with my dad. My dad is a very good father, so my role was to adapt on how he raised me without any, he doesn't even scold me. He doesn't, of course, he doesn't follow me, not at all, yeah. And because we belong to, good family, my father was so loving to me, and I'm the youngest in the family.
And what about your children? So how do you discipline them?
How did you discipline them when they were growing
I'm
up?
very strict. I always believe in discipline because it's biblical. Because if you raise your kids properly, you won't have... There will be lots of challenges raising the kids. Mm-hmm. They will have their own mind. And I give them that freedom. But for sure, if they don't respect me, I hang them on the tree. No joke.
Fair enough. And you turned out to have these really fantastic children. One is played Kim in Miss Saigon, for example, very successful, based in New York.
Yes, I always believe in self-development. So it started within myself, and then my children grew up with it, and then I share them whatever I learn in life. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, there will be lots of problems raising kids, but I'm so blessed that my kids are loving children.
And what about you, Tito Manny? Can you recall, let's go back to the 60s and the 70s. Can you recall a time when you were behaving badly, and how did your parents react?
Well, I think I'm totally different with Tita Daisy. I was raised by my mother since I was 6 years old, I think, because my parents as well were separated. Anyway, as I remember, palo means the one you use for laundry.
Panglaba, yes.
Panglaba.
Palo.
The one that you used to, the dos por dos or something.
Yeah. Every time I see my parents or the cousins in the province, they use the palo for doing the laundry. I got that palo from my brother, my eldest brother, but not from my mother. The way I treat my children is by, how do you call this one? Example. Mm-hmm. And I think if you treat them good, like always I remember with Tita Daisy, if you give them love, they'll give you love too.
Well, it looks like this is 2 very different experiences. For me, I know that my mom is around. Where's the palo? But it was really the dilat. So, it's always the warning. It's the fear of the palo that's allowed her to discipline me and my cousins.
Well, thank you very much, Tita Daisy and Tita Manny. You won't be going away without anything from us. So, Michelle, would you please do the honor?
We do have a couple of presents for you.
You can sweep the floor with this, reach the cobwebs, or you can even use that when the grandchildren are around. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Here's what we prepared earlier. We have 3 couples to play Pak Ganun, which is a traditional Filipino game with a contemporary twist, Michelle, which I think has taken the Philippines by storm. Shall we demonstrate?
We'll do the old school way. So, okay, let's do this. Nanay, tatay, gusto kong tinapay, gusto kong kape.
Is the traditional one. Now this is the contemporary twist.
Pak
Ganun.
Pak ganun, ganun. Okay, you're getting carried away. So we're gonna get our contestants in a circle.
Here we go.
And we're gonna tap follow the lights. And the person who gets lost will be eliminated. And then we have a special prize for the 3 remaining winners.
Are you ready, contestants? Yes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pak ganun. Pak ganun, ganun.
Oh, Tita.
Okay, so we've got
Okay.
the 3.
Just hang about there on the side,
Okay.
Tita Evelyn. Okay, from the start again in 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Okay, 3 eliminated. These, and then we've got these 2 winners. Okay. So, but you were the last one not to make a mistake. So these are our 3 winners. So give them a big round of applause. Just stay there. And again, you're not going to go away empty-handed. We've got prizes for you. So our first prize for Teresa, Munggo, and corned beef. Give her. Tito George, you get Sky Flakes. And Tito, you get the pulburon. Give them a big round of applause.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hoi, hoi, hoi.
As we discovered today, there is life after Palo. One thing is for sure, parents love their children wherever you are, and they would do anything to protect them.
It is every parent's dream to see their children grow up to be respectful and responsible individuals. And raising children is a lot of hard work.
A lot.
As a tribute to all the fathers and mothers, mums and dads out there, here's a mashup of a very well-known Guns N' Roses classic, Sweet Child of Mine, with our very own internationally acclaimed song, Anak by Freddie Aguilar. Sing along if you know the song. I know you know the song. You know the song.
Here we go. Woo!
Nung isilang ka sa mundong ito, laking tuwa ng magulang mo, at ang kamay nila ang iyong ilaw. At ang nanay at ang tatay mo, hindi malaman ang gagawin. Minamastan pati pagtulog mo. Whoa, oh, 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 I love you, anak.
ready to go.
Do you say po and opo? Yes. And do you say kuya and ate? Ngayon nga ay malaki ka na, nais mong maging malaya. Di man sila payag, walang magagawa.
Ikaw nga'y biglang nagbago, naging matigas ang iyong ulo, at ang payo nila'y sinuway mo.
Maghintay ka lang
Yan.
isang palo ka lang.
Ano ba? Ang kulit-kulit mo Gusto mo ng palo?
Please welcome our